Welcome, everybody. Looney Cat is here today. He is barreling in on these cold mornings and jumping into the lap. He's awfully well camouflaged. That's why he likes being a black cat. Welcome. This is a little, if you happen to be watching these on YouTube and you've liked and subscribed, thank you. We're going to get to 1,000 subscribers pretty soon, and then the algorithm really takes off. And it is my expressed intention to spread the love and light of wisdom, presence, and spirit around the world to the greatest degree that I'm capable. And I'm not sure where that is on the scale of things, on the magnitude of things. All I know is that I'd like to do the best that I can to share and have as much love, light, and truth move through me as possible. So if you're watching these little talks or looking at the yoga videos or any of those things, thank you for liking and subscribing. It really helps. And leave a comment for Looney. But as I'm thinking about a new year coming up, 2025, and the year that it's been, the topic this week is the controversial topic that our latter days shall be better than our former days. And to me, it requires a real revolutionary change in thinking from the way that the majority of the world thinks. This group is not necessarily for the majority of people. There's a minority of people. Well, let me put it this way. Gordon Sumner, AKA Sting, the great musical artist, said 45 years ago that we are spirits in a material world. And that simply means we're capable of consistent, ongoing growth forever. And that this great line from the world scripture that says our latter days shall be greater than our former days just flies in the face of all common sense and reason, doesn't it? Do you jump as high as you used to? Do you run as fast? Have you accomplished most of your major milestones in your life? Do you wake up and feel kind of sore and grumpy and stiff? Do you not get out of bed quite as quickly? How in the hell are you or I going to have our latter days but be greater than our former days? Well, it's going to take a change of thinking. We're going to have to realize that we're further along in our journey than we've ever been. We're smart. We're hopefully smarter than we've ever been. We've gotten most of the big major mistakes out of the way. We've had the kids. You've had the jobs, or you have a job. You got your plaques on the wall, and these are all wonderful things. Will we ever exceed that? Will we ever? Do you need to have more kids? Do you need another plaque on the wall? Maybe. I don't know. Can you run your fastest mile than you've ever run in your life? Maybe, if we were in the appropriate shape that we could be, but I digress. What I'm saying, what I'm saying is that our influence on the world based on our amalgam of skills and abilities, talents, the mistakes we've made, the things that we've learned, how we've clarified what's important to us, how we don't have to waste time anymore, how we have more discipline, or we could have more discipline than we've ever had. We're more courageous than we've ever been. We have more insight. We meditate. Our aperture to spirit is more open than it's ever been, is that we can have more influence than ever. And by influence, I mean bringing heaven, well-being, joy, love, and light onto this planet. And that we can do that up to our final moment, because our days are clearly numbered here on earth, but while they are numbered, the final numbers should be our greatest. And you have to change your thinking. And oftentimes we can take an inventory and say, well, what Greg is saying right now is actually just a load of complete bullshit, because, I don't see as well as I used to, and I'm older now, and I've made some bad mistakes, and it's too late, and things. Every time you come up with an excuse for why your latter days can't be greater than your former days, stop, examine that excuse, and see if you're willing to pluck it out of your consciousness and throw it away and say, Emmett Fox says the age belief is the most limiting belief that human beings have. And we know some people that are in advanced age that are brighter, more enthusiastic, more loving, and in effect, their latter days are so much greater, not for the glory that they're bringing to themselves, but for the glory that they're bringing to everyone around them. So I think it's an extraordinarily valid prayer for each and every one of us to pray for a 10,000-fold increase in capacity, understanding, influence, and knowledge, as long as we are fully aware that we're to use all of that increase to glorify the presence and the spirit within us and not our small, limited selves. So, do you think your latter days are out in front of you? Let's examine the topic all week long. Make today one of those days. I'll see you tomorrow.